Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Playwright Tracy Letts is back on Broadway, this time at Second Stage Theater with his latest, Linda Vista. And we caught up with the company, led by Jan Barford, just minutes after the opening night curtain rang down.
You know, you try to write stuff that audiences identify with, and I think they do identify with complexity. I think they do identify with people who don't always behave in the most noble way, right? We can all see something in that we recognize. There's a long tradition of that, of course, in the theater. So I hope it looks like life to people.
He's a complicated guy, and I think that Tracy's done an amazing job of not really shying away from kind of giving him his full comeuppance because of some of his despicable choices and behavior, but at the same time, he never really abandons him. And so, in the end, maybe there is hope that even a narcissistic white male in his 50s can grow and learn to get outside of himself and see other people not as objects, but as other human beings that are worthy of his understanding and his respect.
What's it like living in the world of Tracy Letts?
Beautiful, challenging, and scary. I mean, what he does best is he writes fly-on-the-wall experiences, so you find yourself in a bedroom watching the most intimate experience between two people, and you're simultaneously shocked, but also you feel seen, you feel known, because he's naming a universal experience of misconnection, trying to connect but missing each other. And as an actor, it's a gift, but it's also scary because you have to really open yourself up and be transparent. And it's a tremendous gift.
It's a world of dark comedy where sometimes I'm like, do I really need to cry today? Do I really need to go there tonight? But I do, because that's part of the human experiences, and that's part of what makes the play beautiful. It's not just comedy. It really has like the undertones of of what makes life difficult.
There's something very immediate and real about the conversation. It always feels like it's a scene that plays itself if you're just open and listening. But it's also very funny, very composed in a way that makes it great comedy. So we're getting a lot of energy and feedback from the audience, as well as playing what feels like kind of meaty drama as well.
It's the smartest dialogue I've ever had the privilege of saying. I just like from beginning to finish. I think there's not a clunky scene in the entire play, and I bookend the play and sort of be able to listen to it all and then sort of have that energy carry all the way through back to the end of the play is really remarkable.
I think all the parts are really have their ups and downs, I mean, Margaret is really right about a lot of things and steps across lines a lot. I think there's just, as we all do, so I think that's what makes it really interesting.
It's the pleasure of my life to be on Broadway. It's the greatest place in the world. It's the dream of an actor. I'm honored and flattered, and I'm back home east where my family's from.